Do you think it's still a good idea to buy properties in South Africa? Hey guys, my name is JP Ter Blanche and I'm a property investor here in South Africa. And recently the thought crossed my mind quite a lot. Should I buy more properties in South Africa or should I rather start focusing to buy investment properties in other countries? And what do you think? In the comment section, please let me know. Do you think it's still a good idea or maybe it's a bad idea to buy properties in South Africa? I would love to hear what you have to say. So here's my take on this. I think it's still a good idea to buy properties in South Africa, but depending on your current financial situation. No single person watching this video right now are in the exact same financial position. So what do I mean by this? So it's simple. Let's say, for example, you're a property investor that's been investing for quite some time and you've come to a point where your passive income or your rental income exceeds your living expenses, or at least you don't have to work for a salary anymore. Then I would probably say it's a good idea to start looking for other alternatives and maybe start buying properties in different countries. And maybe to start earning passive income in euros or dollars or whatever. But let's say, for example, you just started out or you haven't bought a property yet, or maybe you've got one or two properties working for you, but you still have a full-time job and you're still dependent on other income. Then my view on this changes completely. The reason why is I would rather do something than sit back and do nothing. So I think there's a lot of people in South Africa that's gonna sit back and have a look at how this whole thing plays out in terms of all the politic problems and the COVID-19 problems. So a lot of people is gonna sit back and see how this plays out. But the problem I have with that is if you sit back and do nothing, you are guaranteed to fail. So think about this. If you sit back and do nothing, your chances are zero to get anywhere, because this time is also going to pass and you're going to look back and say, oh, why didn't I just do something about it? The way I see it is that now and probably for the next 2 years will present the best opportunity for property investors to find great deals. I mean, let's face it, people are scared. They are scared of the current situation in South Africa. They are scared of the ripple effects of COVID. And when people are scared, they make stupid financial decisions. And a lot of people will probably have to offload their properties or sell their properties due to financial pressure. And it's very unfortunate, but for property investors, that's when you find the best deals. Let me share with you a property that I bought smack in the middle of lockdown, and I'll put a link in the description for you to go and have a look at this video. So basically it's someone that immigrated a couple of years ago and they left the property in the hands of a managing agent. Unfortunately, the managing agent mismanaged the property and the property became neglected, so the seller decided to put it up for sale. So when I first looked at the property, it was the purchase price was 2.1 million rand, and after a couple of weeks of negotiation, I got the property for 1,150,000 rand. That's a solid 950,000 rand discount. You know, and yet people thought I'm crazy for buying properties right smack in the middle of lockdown. But this is where you find the best deals. But, and a big but, it doesn't help you want to go out there, start looking for these great deals if you don't have the right mindset or any knowledge around property investments. A lot of people think they know how to invest in property, and that is really simple and straightforward, right? You buy a house and you rent it out. But that's not the truth. Property is there's a whole lot of dynamics that can change around property. And I think what irritates me the most is that a lot of people will go out and they'll pay huge deposits and they'll pay heaps of money for transfer duties, but they won't spend just a little bit of money to educate themselves on the matter first before they jump in head first and just buys the first investment property that they see. Okay, so where do I get the right mindset and the right knowledge? The answer is simple. You find someone that has already done it. someone that made a lot of money with properties in SA, and someone that's very successful with properties in SA. That's exactly what I did 4 years ago when I attended a webinar with Dr. Hannes Dreyer and Laura Jansen. They explained everything that they knew about property, or at least the basics, and they explained how their system works. And I bought an online course that took me 6 weeks to complete. And I can tell you this, if you go through the same process, buy the online course, and you spend 6 weeks, you will have more knowledge than 95% of the so-called investors out there. And you will be geared with the right knowledge and the right mindset. Your path would be paved, and you just need to walk the walk, my friend. So my question to you is, are you going to be one of those people or guys that's going to sit back and watch how this whole pandemic and situation in SA plays out? Or are you going to take action and do something and at least give it a solid go? If you're one of those that wants to take action, go and click on the link in the description. Go register for the webinar. It's a free webinar. It's going to take you about 40 minutes. Dr. Hannes Dreyer and Laura will explain the basics around what the online course would be and how the software works. And you can make a decision. You can buy it if you want to. Your money will be guaranteed. For example, if you complete the course and you're not satisfied with what you were taught, you can ask for your money back. Guys, thank you for watching my video, and I hope I see you in the webinar. Keep well.
You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line.